Welcome to the Baubak Podcast. I'm Baubak Bader with my main host, my BFF, Kyle Scanlon. And our producers who egregiously spend money and now think we're Extreme Home Makeover.
Yeah, we're running out of space in our podcast area, so we have to
pull it in. That's what we need, guys.
The walls are really...
Kyle,
Yeah, we only have 900 square foot for our podcasting studio, so
I'm pretty sure it's
we have
4,000.
13 cameras, and the ceilings are 20 feet tall. We could have a circus in this
yeah,
place.
we should shoot on bunk beds.
That'd be pretty cool.
Shoot on
where
bunk
you guys
beds?
are like tucked in.
Yeah,
And then you have to you'd probably have to be on top because I think you'd like break something. But
Yeah.
you could like lean down.
yes.
Like in a sleepover where you lean down, you're like, are you awake?
Yeah,
The whole
And I'd be
podcast,
like-
you're leaned over.
I'd be like,
yeah.
do you want to do a podcast?
I think Austin.
We both have
we're
flashlights.
we're supposed to go to sleep.
That's the lighting.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
What about instead of walking around next week, we do bunk beds and sleeping bags
And
and
then at the end of the
flashlights?
podcast, it collapses on top of Bader, like in Step Brothers.
Yeah,
Mm.
we have access to a bunk bed.
Yeah, we can get one.
I have a bunk bed at my house.
Yeah,
He does, yeah.
Do
My
you
guest
really?
bedroom is a bunk bed, yeah.
yeah.
Why?
For my niece and like my cousin's kids and stuff, they come over.
It's for me and him.
Okay, that's what I was going
For
to
Austin and I.
He wants to sleep with Austin, but
He
not
doesn't
in the
let me
same
sleep.
bed.
He keeps me awake, so that way when he wakes up and he wants to have small talk, I'm there.
Do women, whenever they come to your house and see
They
a
don't.
bunk bed, are they like?
They don't.
Okay. Just never one time. It'd be very funny if you
Peter's
were
a
still a virgin. You just
Virgin
never
virgin.
told us.
It would be so great.
For the brand, you've stayed
For the
a virgin.
brand, the Persian version.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would have been top 10 podcast.
Your one friend is Instagram is the 40-year-old Persian.
Oh yeah,
It's very
He's-
funny, very
He's an
clever.
avid listener.
That's a good.
Yeah,
That is a good
shout
handle.
out.
I
All the
did.
time. That's
I
good.
saw that handle.
Shout out.
I'd say go follow him, but you should probably follow us first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
follow this podcast.
Follow
first.
Please follow us first. But John Visugi, shout out to him if you're looking to buy, sell, rent, or fuck. He's your broker.
Is he Italian?
No, he's Persian.
We don't have Persian music on here.
No,
Why not?
it's all too racist.
What would you consider Persian music? That does sound like
the closest.
that sounds
thing
like the
I got.
beginning of a song.
It's Crazy Train.
Yeah. All aboard. Yeah, can we make a Mudvayne song out of that Chris scream?
Oh yeah, here's the backbeat for it.
No, I hate this one. Just take it off the board. Delete it. Delete this one. I don't like that one.
Oh, God. I love how 40% of our 40 hours a week for me is just picking out noises for the soundboard.
You guys work 40 hours a week on this podcast?
Dude, this kid, I swear to God, he acts like he works 75 hours a week. And I tell people, I'm like, well, Austin's working. And they just look at me like, what?
Yeah.
Are you making a movie? Like, what are you talking about?
We really should have made a movie at
just
this point.
embezzling money.
We've been wanting to, but
Yeah.
we don't have time because we're doing 40 hours a week.
There's no way that you guys are doing 40 hours a week
No,
on
I-
this
The podcast
podcast.
probably...
There's no way they're doing 4.
I haven't seen my wife in 2 months.
Getting back at her.
Is she in Iran?
Yeah, we're the ones that actually live up here.
No, she's with Brittany Griner.
I've basically given up completely. My aunt bought me these like pants. They're like like yoga joggers or whatever you call it.
Yeah, they look cool
Yeah.
from this camera angle.
I've worn them almost every day,
Yeah.
and I'm very comfortable.
Yeah.
And when you dress like this, when you're my age, you automatically go 10 years older. And that's what I've done to myself.
70?
From the bushes.
Can you guys hear it pretty well now? We're right here.
I don't know what he's doing with the glasses, the chain. He came over to my house last week. We were filming, and he's rollerblading in my kitchen. And I said, "What are you?" I said, "What
I
the
was
fuck
just like
are you
Brokeback Mountain for you.
on rollerblades?" And I said, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I dress like this for you." I was like, "Whatever you think is gonna happen isn't gonna
Yeah,
happen.
put your shirt back
Focus
on.
the camera,
Oh, okay.
and we need to get to work." He's like, "Well, you don't like how I look?" And I said, "Call your parents." Like I
He's
don't
like,
know
"You are
what's
my
going
parents."
on with you, but figure it out.
I like how my mom's gonna watch this and not believe a word because I can't rollerblade to save my life.
Did you ever have those shoes that had the rollerblades in them?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
but they
you-
weren't
the
Heelys.
Heelys?
They were ones actually sprung out and had 4 wheels. They
Whoa.
were awful.
Are you listening to him tell his mom on us? He's
Yeah.
He's like, well, my mom's gonna watch this,
Our-
and she's
our-
gonna know that you're lying.
I like that.
My mom will comment.
He decided to dismantle your bit for the sake of one listener. Well, my mom's not going to
She
believe
called
you.
me- She called me yesterday. She's like, great episode. I really like the Hall of Cancel Comedians. Really funny. She's the only one I get direct feedback from.
Yeah, she always
No, moms are the-
compliments
I mean-
our stuff.
Yeah.
Moms,
My-
we all
moms
have
are
nice
great.
moms here.
Like,
I
my
think.
mom used to, like 7 years ago, my mom used to be like, I'll call Jimmy. I'm like, you'll call who? Kimmel and Fallon. I'll tell them to have you. And I'm like, where are you going to get the number from, Mom? Like, what are you talking about? She's like, I'm going to call.
It's so
You
funny.
need to be on there.
It's so funny. Like 10 years into comedy, people would look at me and earnestly say to me, have you ever thought about trying to be on SNL?
Dude,
And I'm like, do you think I'm like, I see their phone call come up and I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I don't even like SNL. And I'd be like, oh my God, Lauren, it's your biggest fan.
I hate people who don't understand comedy, yet they watch comedic movies and stand up
Yeah.
and they laugh, but they don't understand. Like, the most simple things. My dad's first cousin, who's great, I was in LA, and I had dinner with her and her husband, and she said to me, she said, you know what? You know what you need? You need a really good agent. And I said, oh. She's like, why don't you get one? I'm like, holy shit.
I had
You know
one.
what you need is a mansion. Why don't you have one?
You know, if you just won the Powerball,
Yeah.
you could do it all.
I could buy a good agent.
I
Have you thought about losing weight?
I told my dad about a sketch idea I had that was going to make fun of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I was like, the only problem is we don't have anyone that looks like him. And my dad was like, you could just try reaching out. And I went to Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he went, stranger things have happened. And I was like, I guess.
I guess so.
Boomers, like, it's just like, just reach out. Give him a call.
I will say there is this like disconnect, and you know where you really see it the most of like how things work. I feel like where you see it the most is like American Idol auditions and like karaoke. There's these people that think like, oh well, if I just all I need to do is just get the courage to go up and do karaoke one time, and I'm such an amazing singer that like everyone's
get
gonna
discovered.
lose their
There
mind.
will be an agent here that will. see
Yeah.
it.
And the reality is that there's like 4 people that are like looking at their phones and a couple fighting in the background. Like it's like you're never ready for like the reality of those, like how like just wow, this is depressing. Like your dream's not gonna come true. There was like a couple people I knew that were like, yeah, I'm a good singer. I've never done it professionally. I've never done any shows at all. But I'm really gonna take my chance here and I'm gonna try out for American Idol, and I think it'll change my life. And it's like. No. There's people that have worked every day of their life on this.
I had friends go out for Idol who I didn't even know sang, and they did like well. Like they went to past a couple rounds, and I was surprised.
Yeah, but you don't know if that's because they did well or because they think there's something they can make fun of them about. Do you guys think Harry Styles is hot?
I do.
Kyle, I think. Do you want to talk about something here?
I think he's hot.
I was just trying to help out the pod.
Kyle, do you think I think he's hotter than Timberlake.
Oh,
Timberlake in
for
his
sure.
prime,
Yeah,
Styles is,
he
yeah.
seems cooler too.
I also feel like, especially now, like I think that Harry's matured into what he's going to be.
And the accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I was like, "Do you guys think he's cute?" And you're like, "I've got a even more professional answer."
Think
He's
about
created
it.
like a movement of fashion and stuff, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's changed everything.
Harry in his prime or Bieber?
Harry.
Oh my God.
When was
Same.
Bieber's
well,
prime
Bieber's
was when he
prime
was
16
13.
years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah,
YouTube.
I think you think Beaver.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, if it was with a teacher, it's okay.
Yeah.
exactly.
As long as you've got a permission
teaches you?
slip.
Permission slip. If your parents say it's
Yeah.
okay, it's okay.
If Justin Bieber's dad gives you a permission slip, you can fuck him if you want. to,
Listen,
Chris.
before 18, before 21 sometimes, everyone has to check with their parents. So if your parents say you could do these things, you're under the guise of your parents. So yeah.
Well, that's the age of consent law. Like, isn't it like 16 in Illinois?
Oh, now he's a
No.
lawyer.
Okay.
The only problem with that is Bieber was homeschooled.
Oh, so he fucked his mom.
Come on, man. Be cool.
Okay.
That's
ca-
really
The
not.
camera's
Oh,
pointed
sorry
on-
to all our homeschooled.
Why-
Apologize to
he's
the
just going
homeschooled
for-
listeners.
Does he think Look at his microphone. I think he thinks he's on the Tonight Show right now. Like, he's just like,
The cameras
and
are
then
turned.
he fucked his mom.
Just trying to get clips for us guys.
The camera's turned, and now Austin's like, all right, it's showtime.
I can't wait to see the YouTube comments. Who's that lesbian who tries so hard?
Man, I'm glad you guys have a female voice on the show.
Do you remember that? Do you guys remember a couple years ago whenever that article came out about if you're like buying like a small or medium pizza, you're just ripping yourself off?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like really the only thing
Well,
I've
that's
ever
kinda
looked
like
into
the
in my
large drinks
life.
at McDonald's. Like, you might as well pay the extra 20 cents to get the large. Like, the small and medium is just so you can trick you into getting a large.
But I don't want to. Yeah, I guess you're probably
I took a
right.
class on marketing, and that was like one. They
Yeah.
purposely make a medium just so you can be like, well,
But we also like market to ourselves, like our own brains. Like, well, whatever narrative we want, we'll make it. We're like, well, what's the point of only having 3 beers? You gotta have 8.
Yeah.
Like, why would you only have 4 wings? Like, you have to have 40.
I wonder how many chicken wings I could eat.
Oh, sounds like a pod.
Oh.
I think it is.
next week I got a good idea for a pod. We'll get to that soon.
You already said what it was. It's
I know,
we're
but
walking
if they,
outside.
If they don't want to walk
Yeah,
outside,
Nick's
I have
already
a
tired.
backup.
And see, when Nick's tired of Austin, you know it's time for him to be let go. Like, it's time for Austin to.
I'm always tired of Austin.
Yeah.
I just try to pump it up for the podcast.
What if we gave you a haircut this time
Sure.
instead of
I don't care. Anything for anybody to watch us, I'll do. Like,
guys? Leave what you'd like Austin to do in the comments. What about an adult circumcision?
sure.
Okay, but me and Bader get to do it,
I am not interested.
and we don't have knives.
Oh, now he's not gonna act like he's
You
into it.
prefer
Wait, just rip it off your fingernails?
He just
No, we use rats. That's how we solve the city's rat
Oh.
problem. Is we have the rats chew the extra skin off.
I've walked by alleys where rats are the size of your dog.
Rats like cheese, right?
Yeah, I know.
They like rats eat rats.
So they'll be fed for a while. Yeah.
Peter missed the joke.
That's okay.
He doesn't care. He
It was,
doesn't.
it was
even
too
understand.
smart.
Yeah. He doesn't get our cheese joke.
I don't get smart jokes.
I don't even get regular jokes. I think I'm kind of done with jokes.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm thinking about becoming like a serious artist instead.
Well,
A painter or just like clay?
Poetry.
We'll see.
Horror movies?
What if I every week just gave you guys a different new art that I'm working on?
Thank
could
you.
work.
Please, anything.
I think
for this
that
podcast.
I'm never going to do it, honestly.
if you were planning on doing the first no joke stand up set, Bader's already got you beat.
Yeah, that's true. Also, him and about a million other people. You ever go to an open mic, you're like, Jesus Christ.
I was thinking, Kyle, what if
We have the
like,
Who on the soundboard now. That's so funny. Like we're like, yeah, you know what would cost, $5,000 every time I press this button. We have to pay for copyright.
$5,000 we aren't seeing.
Hey, it's less than 4 seconds of a
Yeah, it's
clip,
fine.
so it should
I
be
thought
fine.
it was 7 seconds that you could leave.
Well, then this
easy.
is extra
10, it keeps
fine.
getting changed. So
Pretty soon, YouTube is going to be changing where you can use any copywritten thing.
Oh,
and-
really?
And it doesn't block your content. It just stops you from being able to make money on it.
which
So the
is
money that
how
would be
it's-
made.
Sometimes it's
Yeah.
been like that.
someone's been doing that to us the whole time.
Yeah. Is that what somebody
called
did to our
us.
podcast?
You're not making any money, but we
but,
are.
yeah. Tied to my PayPal forever now.
Good. I want to be.
Insert
Can I?
cash or select payment type.
I hate these guys so much.
You guys want to do some news?
Yeah, let's do some news.
Let's do some news. It's the news.
Broadcasting live from the El Changulato Memorial Studio in Chicago, Illinois. It's time for the news with Baubak and Kyle. Here's your hosts, Baubak and Kyle.
And say the rest of your guys' names too. I really like that one.
Just the screaming.
Oh
wait.
What show is that
Then
from?
I got
CSI,
CSI.
Miami.
Yeah.
Because then you got to go like this. Wait, do it again, Nick.
Yeah, that was real good.
Oh God, I see his little face.
Yeah.
I know
But you have to
exactly
say
what
like
you're
a
talking-
pun.
And I didn't watch the show.
Nick, hit it one more time. Looks like he'll be.
It actually does it
Extra
after
cold
the. Yeah, normally you do the line and then I'll
first,
do
and
it.
then
Oh,
He kind
all
of
right.
looks like the CSI Miami guy. Kind of looks like Frank from Shameless.
From It's Always Sunny.
No, from Shameless.
Yeah, William
Yeah.
H. Macy.
Yeah, they look similar, right?
Isn't
Yeah.
the CSI
Should we start
Miami
wearing
guy Kevin
sunglasses
Bacon?
on the pod?
No, it's not Kevin
No.
He
Bacon.
looks like Kevin Bacon.
No.
I think he looks like Kevin.
No.
Bacon. Okay.
Should we take away Austin's microphone rights?
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
give it to Eamon.
Yeah, give it to me.
Eamon, yeah, give it to Eamon. We want to hear from Eamon. Thank you.
There you go.
Eamon, how are you?
You do
Doing
the
great.
cupboard
How
now.
are you doing, baby?
Good.
Oh.
You have any visits planned?
Any what?
Any visits to Europe planned?
I visits. Okay, I heard just. No, I don't. I don't have any visits. Nick is going to Europe soon, though.
I am.
Yeah, Nick, you're going to Italy, right?
Yeah, a week from tomorrow.
So what's happening on the podcast while you're gone?
See if it works.
Hey, did you guys watch Barbarian? Did you guys watch that
No.
movie?
I did.
Awesome,
It
right?
was pretty good.
Yeah.
What's Barbarian?
It's a scary movie. It's on HBO.
Yeah.
You'd like it. Justin
Also,
Long's in it.
Justin Long is in
No,
it. He's very
keep
funny.
Austin's microphone away from him. What's Barbarian?
What's Barbarian?
It's a scary movie on HBO.
What has gotten into this?
You guys' homework for the week is to watch it. I promise you won't see what's coming.
You
What's
know,
that?
It was directed by. Remember the sketch show Whitest Kids You Know?
Oh yeah.
It was
He's-
directed by
remember
the
Abe
guy who
Lincoln
plays
sketch?
Abraham
The guy
Lincoln.
Who played Abe Lincoln. He directed them.
Like the main, like the
Oh,
main.
You remember-
okay.
you
So
remember
it's a
Abe
horror
Lincoln?
movie or it's not?
It's
Yeah,
a horror movie. It's just directed by
You
that
remember
guy.
Abe Lincoln?
Yeah, he was our president. He got shot by John Wilkes Booth
Yeah, so he's in the movie.
in the theater.
Hit the Who music.
You have to say the line first.
Yeah, just say the pun first. and
Looks
then-
like this show's over.
Oh, we're living in hell.
Damn.
We are.
Well,
What's our first news story, Nick?
Do you think
Yeah.
Ice Mountain will give me money for drinking their water?
Kyle, take it away.
Oh, okay. She wormed her way. This is too long of a headline, honestly.
you gotta read. This headline is it's horrible.
Look, it's.
I don't really feel like
Heidi
reading
Klum, who was just. She's still very pretty, but was just the hottest thing ever. When I was younger, I was like obsessed with her, and then Seal had her, and I said if I was kissed by a rose, or if I had that voice, maybe I would.
He looks like he kissed a thorny rose.
Seal.
Mm-hmm.
That was rude.
Will you cut that? Cut that, Jamie.
hey, cut that.
Hey, cut that. That was not a good
She
joke.
had the fucking weirdest, most unsexy costume I think I've seen for Halloween. She was like a life-sized worm or something, but it was like
it's incredible.
You
it
don't
was
think that
in
this is great?
detail.
I think this is amazing. I thought this was hilarious. Did
Not
you
if
see them interview her?
You know, she's like laying on the ground.
Yeah, and she's like, I don't know. I just like.
I don't know. It's
we're
just
all
a
worms.
waste, you know. I'm gonna objectify women right now, and it's just like if you're that hot.
You don't think that's funny at all?
I gotta give her credit because like she has so much money and she realizes she has access to like Hollywood level special effects. So she just does the stupidest Halloween costumes every year.
Yeah, she got
Well, she
a
does, so
I gotta
she's known
respect
for
it.
it.
she got
so
a
she-
worm that's scarier.
So people
than,
are like waiting for her costume every year because it's so interesting.
oh, I didn't know she was known for doing this. What
didn't
what
know
has
that.
she
Amy-
dressed up in the past?
So yeah, Eamon, what else has she done in the past?
She's done like Fiona from Shrek.
Not scary.
Not scary.
This
None
is
of
a
them are-
regular woman.
Yeah. No, as the ogre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's a regular woman.
Yeah, Austin, just please be quiet.
We'll let you know whenever you get a
Yeah,
microphone
we'll let you
again.
know. We're gonna give you a microphone when the podcast is over.
All right, so that's her as an ogre.
Yes, Fiona from Shrek.
Damn.
My dad used to tell a joke with his Indian
Did
friend.
Shrek's wife have like boobies all the way up to her like clavicles?
Yeah.
What do you call those? You ever see boobs like
Boobs.
that?
Green boobs,
No, like the ones like where they start like.
boobs.
Does it weird you out when cleavage starts here?
I don't. I haven't seen that many breasts in my life, so I don't really know. Those would be
See,
pecs-
she doesn't. She went
Those are
extra wild.
pecs. If they
Those are
start
not
there,
pecs.
they're pectoral muscles. I think it's time for the next news story.
Well, it's a positive one. I'm just joking. I was being ironic. Dude, one of the things that we got, so this is Paul Pelosi. He got attacked in his house. His attacker told investigators he planned to break House Speaker's kneecaps. Yeah, so I would say we did a story about Paul Pelosi's DUI, a month and a half ago or something?
I mean, he's back in the news. He's a fucking shit person.
Yeah.
And he got caught with some guy. You know, he was probably hammered, and then he was getting hammered. The guy was hitting him over the head with a hammer, and the guy was in his underwear. Paul was in his underwear.
Were they both in their underwear?
Yeah. Well, Paul was sleeping, allegedly, so he sleeps in his underwear. And Nancy was nowhere to be found, which we know where she was. getting fingered by Chuck Schumer.
Oh, I was gonna guess buying a couple stocks that maybe.
Exactly. He really, I think he was
Suddenly
sent
going
in
up.
there to find out this next stock tip, and I think it's a cover up. I think actually this was Nancy trying to kill Paul.
Damn. Because he embarrassed her with the DUI and the getting caught
And
with
having
Viagra.
Cialis in his yeah. I think
That maybe, I just think it's really mean to take advantage of someone who's barely old enough to be president. You know? He's only 82, man.
that is the
Give him some time to grow up and defend
you
himself.
do have to be at least 70 years old to be president of the United States. What's this guy gonna get?
50 years is what he's facing.
50 years, and he's
Yeah.
mentally ill.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's had problems in San Francisco. So they're going to give him 50 years while Pauly doesn't see a day of jail time.
Never one time.
And he's the greatest insider trader, him and his wife. that
He
there
got
is.
his skull cracked, and I do think that getting your skull cracked with a hammer sounds pretty fucking terrible. But it's also like, you know, whenever like bad things happen to bad people, you're just kind of like,
Yeah. But
I mean,
how do you-
like, I do feel bad that he got hit in the head with a hammer, but it's like, I don't know. I can see why people are fucking mad at them,
okay, hold on.
and one answers, but this guy didn't have any questions.
Read what he's charged with. DePape is also charged with one count of attempted kidnapping. Where was he going? Like, he wasn't kidnapping Pauly. He wanted to fucking kill Pauly.
He was elderly napping.
Yeah. What if he was just taking him to CVS to get some medicine?
But wait, sorry. I had a
So
brain
basically,
fart.
what happened is, so Pauly P is asleep. He wakes up at like 2:30 in the morning. There's a man in his bedroom with a hammer,
and
and then he
Pauly
says, "Where's your wife?"
He said,
And then
"Where's Nancy? Where's Nancy?" And Pauly, the way he called 911 was that he went to the bathroom
Yeah.
where his cell phone was charging, was able to call 911. Does anyone think this story's a little bit fishy?
Yeah.
A guy comes in, and the hammer, DePape didn't bring the hammer. Pauly had the hammer, and DePape took it out of his hands, and the police witnessed him hitting over the head with a hammer. What kind of fuck?
Yeah.
Is the police the Boy Scouts, or is it the police in San Francisco? The whole story is fucked
This
up.
sounds like Jussie Pelosi.
Yeah, it sounds like Jussie Smollett Pelosi
Yeah.
is what it sounds like.
JSP.
And then an 82-year-old man, I'm not a neurologist, has a fractured skull, and immediately his representative says he's going to make a full comeback
Yeah.
1 hour after it was reported. Don't worry, he's going to be okay. How do you even know that? He's fucking 82.
He just bought a bunch of stock in the company that
Dude,
does.
a lot of traders are freaking out because they're in Paul's Discord chat trying to get the trades, and they're like, what the fuck are we going to do?
Yeah.
We need the trades from Pauly. And Nancy, with her big titties.
She does have extremely large
Yes.
breasts.
Nancy's got great titties. She's.
Yeah, play the Who song again.
Yeah.
Let's think about Nancy
Nancy's
Pelosi's boobs
titties.
again.
Nancy's in D.C. with the entire security team, by the way, because why would you think the Pelosi's need security? There's no need, right? Opposite day, they are the greatest insider traders of all
Damn.
time. They need security because people's 401ks are tanking based on their shitty trades where they're able to make $75 million, but nobody else is.
Yeah.
And so Nancy is working on a bill overnight with her entire security team. Meanwhile, it's not that. She's at one of the hotels in D.C. The security team's outside while Chucky Schumer gets on those titties.
You want them? Do you want to try a line?
Yeah.
No, it's got to be kind of pun based. A little.
Take your time.
You're playing the music?
You got to say
You
the
have to say it
line and then the
first.
music
Yeah.
goes, and then you take the glasses off when the
do I
music
say?
hits.
You have to say like a little
Anything.
fun
You
line.
got to
Yeah.
do a little pun of like, you know, something about dead
Nancy's
body.
got big titties.
Not a, not a pun. Not a pun, but
Try again.
pretty funny.
Okay. Pauly Pelosi.
That's just a name. That's just a name.
What's a pun?
Man, weren't you in like the Second City Conservatory?
Yeah,
Why
I
are people bringing up my past?
I feel like with as much improv and
Says,
Every
stand-up,
year it's a
says
new
Pauly
me.
Pelosi.
yeah,
Why is everyone
Every
bringing
year
up my
it's a new
past?
me.
you're the Pauly P of comedy.
Wait, how am I Paul from like the Letterman show?
No, you're
No.
Paul
Yeah.
from Pelosi's.
Oh. But how did he manage to go in the bathroom? Who do we need? We need Columbo on this. We need somebody.
Who's charging their phone in the bathroom, first of all? No one does.
Bader when it gets stolen.
I've charged my phone in the bathroom.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But like he and they said in the first report that he said, "Hold on, I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom." So this guy who's sent there to kidnap him, kill him, says, "Okay, go ahead and use the restroom."
No, that's never
I'll
happened.
wait right here on your bed in my underwear.
Yeah.
He's wearing Nancy's bra, and he's like, "Why is his bra so big?"
In the show, he always says like a cool like one-liner, and it's in the cold open. So they see someone dead, and it's like, looks like this man is like if it's a clown, it's like looks like funny days are over, like
Hold on,
something
let
like
me
that.
get my moment before.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Just take your time.
I'm gonna leave the camera on you. Take as much time as you need.
Looks like this dead guy is not coming back to life.
It's not even. He gave you one, and you still were like, nah.
He takes off the glasses first. Also, he does everything wrong.
Good podcast.
Somehow with 5 of us here, there is more silence than there's ever been on this entire show.
There's a lot of editing Austin's got to do because Austin works 44 hours a week. Oh, I'm so busy.
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
You want to see a magic trick too? Oh. It did work for a second.
Every time I hear dial-up internet, I think about me as a child masturbating.
Yeah, just the noise of that noise alone makes my like penis like just like a little.
Yeah.
It makes
Like
it
if you
scary. It
flicked
makes
it.
mine. It makes me
Like
scared.
if you flicked
You're looking
it.
over your shoulder from the computer room.
It's so funny. Did you ever like? I just remember like one of my parents would walk downstairs and I would just shut down the whole computer. They'd be like, "What are you looking at?" And I'd be like,
I'm not.
Nothing.
I'm just sitting here.
No.
I was just sitting here.
Kyle, it was the switch. Remember the surge switch? It was with your big toe, and you're like, your
I'm like,
pants
nothing,
are
I'm
around
just
your
sitting
ankles.
here.
You're like,
If we could choose a sound for childhood horniness, this one's Kyle's, and this one's Bader's.
How's he in framing?
He looks all right.
He looks cute.
okay, I got to have my second one. I have a show. Being drunk off these. I have a show tonight at Tight Chip.
Okay.
Shout out to Chris Tranny and everyone running Tight Chip. Great show in the South Loop.
Everyone who's watching this 5 days later, make sure to go check out Bader 5 days ago at his show.
There won't be footage of it.
Speaking of tight, we have some budget cuts. Kyle and I didn't want to talk to you guys. We didn't want to say it on the pod, but we decided we're going to just bring it up to you guys today. We're going to be letting go of Austin as of December 1st, hoping to free up some cap space.
Yeah.
Kyle is a big guy in the sporting world where he follows all the cap
Austin's
space.
kind of our Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. So Austin, if
He
we, could compare,
dresses-
That's the most
if
insulting
we could compare
thing
Austin
call
to
me.
the NBA, what would you compare him to right now? And what would the trade be? What would you do with him?
I'd be
Oh.
like the Baker Mayfield of NFL.
Oh, okay, we're talking about
No.
NBA, so shut your mouth.
Well, we can do, but that Baker Mayfield will probably never take another snap in the NFL.
Yes.
Just so you know.
Yes, that's what I
Okay.
He's like the Baker Mayfield of the NBA.
Yeah, exactly. That's boom.
Like Tim
All right.
Tebow in the MLB.
Yeah.
So, there is no severance.
No. Well, you'll have backlog of Baubak
Baja
episodes.
Blast.
Baja Blast.
I'm getting
episodes.
hungry.
Baja Bader.
You can have the backlog of episodes of the show just to listen to at any point if you want. We'll give you the RSS feed that you can plug into your podcast
And we are
app.
now naming Nick the executive producer.
Mm-hmm.
Co-executive producer is Eamon.
Mm-hmm.
Great success. You had that one.
I'm gonna also take a role on producing as well, and step back from the camera. And
And
Yeah, you can come learn how to do this.
I'm gonna learn how to
Take
press
my
buttons.
pencil, Rob?
What button do I press?
All right, so this is
You're not
Vader's
bringing
camera.
it in.
Uh huh.
When it's lighting up green, that means it's in the preview window. And then to cut, you
That's why
press
you're
this
getting
one.
fired.
And now it's red, which
My
means
mom
it's
always
live
asks
in
me,
the
"Is like,
feed.
do you allow them?"
Which
to
one's this
bully
guy?
you?
That's me.
That's you.
Say it's like 80%
Oh,
of our
God.
content. It's 80% of our content every week.
Hey, sorry.
Too confusing.
Sorry to
All
bother
five
you
of
guys
us
over
are
there, but
saying
he's
different
bringing up
things.
his fucking mom again. I swear to God.
I'm learning my new job.
We are currently having
Nick,
3 different podcasts.
I heard that we get paid doing this podcast the other way.
You don't get paid if you're on camera,
Yeah.
but you get paid hot seat.
So I think I'm gonna learn a skill.
This is the most crew-friendly production in the United States.
As the person center frame, I just want to say I'm sorry to everyone who heard the 3 different conversations happening all at
Yeah,
once
that was brutal.
for the past
What we
5
just did. That was.
Well, fucking Chatty Cathy over here, who just got let go, is just so happy about it, and he brought up his mother again.
Yeah.
He said, "Well, my mom always says, what is his deal? I think he needs to visit his mom."
Cut him some slack. He's still breastfeeding.
That would be a good line. That would be a good line.
Guys, I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
He's gonna steal your joke.
Her water just broke.
You gotta shake your hair a little bit too.
That one was kind of funny.
Yeah. There's no context to the
Yeah.
pun, but it was funny.
With
Yeah.
context, it would be really.
I guess it would,
I guess
it would
it
have to be
is.
like someone's head got split open after like a water cooler fell on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Looks like her water. It was like a pregnant woman who died after
Yeah.
a water cooler hit her head. It looks like her water. just broke.
All right, we're gonna move on to our last news story.
No, I don't
Kiss-
think it
This
is.
is nowhere near our last news story.
I think we have 2 more after this.
What is? Why does this mosquito
No
keep
microphone.
buzzing in my ear? Should give Kyle the glasses now.
Yeah. See, it's good that we're here.
Yeah.
We can pass stuff back and forth between.
It's
you.
always been good
Otherwise-
that you two are here.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
otherwise they'd be sitting right next to each other
Yeah.
and do it themselves. But no, I'm so glad that we're right here.
Do you think we should start wearing sunglasses on the
I-
podcast?
No, I
Yeah.
think Eamon's really the voice of reason of the entire production team.
That's why we never gave him a microphone.
No one wants to hear that.
Next article.
All right.
The last thing.
Do the last one.
Is that the last one? No, wait. I thought the other one. I wanted to get.
Ooh, hold
I
on,
wanted
I'm
to
getting
see.
hungry.
Oh yeah. Okay. So let's do this one. Then can we go back to the worker one? Because I want to hear Bader's terrible take on the worker
okay,
one.
Yeah, for sure.
'Cause I feel like he's gonna be wrong.
This is my. If you don't want to do the other idea I had, then I think next week we should rank. You guys should draft Thanksgiving side dishes.
Yeah, we could do
I
that.
think that'd be fun.
Or just Thanksgiving, where I think coming soon for next week, I don't think you need just the bird. I think Thanksgiving you should have other things as well.
Okay, so just Thanksgiving
What?
food. in
Yeah, of
general.
course.
Yeah.
We
We
eat
don't-
ham.
We don't.
Thanksgiving
We,
spreads.
We have ham at ours.
we do ribs.
We've had filet mignon at ours before
What?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And
you
steak
have.
too. Yeah.
Huh.
We do. We go no turkey. Turkey sucks.
Sure, he has that weird rice stuff.
My brother always says it's an inferior meat.
You mean quinoa, Austin?
Yeah.
He said the weird rice stuff. I mean, this guy has had hot dogs and hamburgers his whole life, and his mom would feed him peas and carrots at 3 p.m. every day. And he talks about it like Forrest Gump.
Was that before or after the breastfeeding?
You grew up in Cincinnati. They just live off of chili
I
there.
grow
That's
up
all
in
they have.
Cincinnati,
Oh, that's
asshole.
right. Sorry. You're from Detroit. That's way better. That's a much
Oh,
better-
God. Yeah, he's right. That's like you walk around being like, I'm from Cleveland. All right, LeBron.
Austin's lived in 3 different places, and they're all the worst places I could imagine.
To 10.
like apartments or just cities?
Now I feel bad. We've been making fun of his living situation.
Do you still have rats on the wall?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
they're on the ceiling.
What's
What's the
their
most
What's
ex-
their favorite sides?
What's the most exotic food you've ever eaten? And not like a fried scorpion. Like Kyle, like what's the out of your comfort zone food?
Probably like a turtle.
Oh, okay. Eamon?
I once had escargot.
Okay, what'd you think?
I was not a fan of it.
Same. I'm
It's
not
like
a fan.
slimy and rubbery, and I don't like
Yeah, it's just like a snail.
Oysters too.
I don't like oysters.
Oysters are slimy. That's what made me think of them.
Some people like oysters. I like fried oysters.
it. Yeah.
But some people like it on
Everything's
the
good
cracker
fried.
and the Tabasco. I don't know. How about you, Nick?
It wasn't like out of my comfort zone in a way that I didn't think I'd like it, but I guess
was-
alligator.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say cum.
I love alligator.
I knew I'd like
I
it.
love alligator.
No, but alligator was great. I wasn't like it. It's the weirdest thing I've had, but it's not like I wasn't scared of it because I
You
thought
go-
I'd like it.
Have you ate it like in Louisiana?
Yeah.
Yeah, my great uncle used to live like in like the swamps of Central Florida.
Come on.
No, yeah, and he used to like take us to like this like little place on the river where they like hunt the alligator. Like
So they can do that kind of like we can hunt deer here.
yeah,
Because there's so many.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
My honeymoon was in New Orleans, and we had alligator tail.
Ooh,
It was great.
Wow.
I
Naaman is-
want it badly.
you wanted it badly.
I still do. Every day that I'm not
You said
there.
that like the
on
most-
your
I want-
honeymoon, of
that
course
was
you
the
want
most-
it badly. You're finally ready to soak.
It was like, come on, it's time. And she was like, alligator tail, though. You got to keep going, get the alligator tail. We had so much alligator tail.
I think Nick's would make a great lover. Like
think
a
so?
lot of attention to detail.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
alligator tail.
I spend 45 minutes on the left areola. You don't know what that is?
Alligator.
I could see on your face you didn't know what that was.
Yeah, those are the ones that look like pepperonis, Chris. He didn't know what the word meant.
Best time.
Yeah, that's okay.
He'll learn.
You'll learn.
He'll learn.
Thanksgiving sides. Kyle.
So I think this list is a bunch of I think Thanksgiving. I love the idea of Thanksgiving, and I think we fuck it up with some of the worst food possible.
Green beans.
But look how low like corn and green beans is. They're fine, but like there's like if you go down in this list, so glazed carrots.
That was
roasted-
Bader's nickname in high school.
glazed carrot.
It was.
Roasted root vegetables is 11. Give me down to 10. Rolls. How is rolls number 10? You have the wrong rolls if rolls is 10. Rolls are a good side.
Sorry to chief bread lover Oprah, but
feels-
rolls are filler food.
Feels like a fattest food or a
Oprah-
fattest statement.
Famous for loving bread.
Yeah, really going after Oprah.
Well known.
Is it? And like Oprah's like in shape. Like what is this? What is the joke there? I don't get it.
The joke is that she's had a lot of rolls, then didn't have a lot of rolls. Her weight yo-yoed a lot.
So you know who else does? Candy yams, sweet potatoes.
Disgusting.
I like sweet potatoes, but not in this fashion. I like sweet potato fries. Those are good. Green bean casserole. Green bean casseroles. It's okay-ish. Everybody thinks that theirs is so good, and it's always like kind of fine. Cornbread should be higher. Cornbread's
Yeah.
great.
Nah.
Do we like the cornbread with the corn in it or the cornbread without the corn?
So I used to go to this place in Champaign, Illinois, called Black Dog, and
Okay.
they would put pulled pork in there,
Mm.
and that was delicious.
In the cornbread?
Yes.
I've had cornbread with corn in it, jalapeno in it,
Yeah.
and also
Yes.
like the Parmesan cheese crusted.
Yeah, had
So
that.
I
kinda
like
shit in
these.
it, too.
I like these when you elevate the side.
Yeah.
If I'm just having fucking corn. It's like okay, thanks. But if you have like
Well,
a
this is
creamy
cornbread.
corn or a different kind, like pumpkin corn, I've had I like taking the originals because the Pilgrims didn't mean for us just to have a bird with no salt or pepper.
Yeah, they meant to
Dude,
rape
turkey
and
sucks.
pillage.
Yeah.
Turkey's one of the worst foods of all time. It really is
not good.
awful.
No, honestly, and this is
The dark meat's good.
someone on
Sucks.
like someone at this table does not agree with what I'm about to say, but it is Thanksgiving's the worst holiday.
Oh, I can't do that, man.
Worst holiday. It's
Maybe you're not close
just-
with your family.
No, I
Yeah.
see them all the time. I think that's it.
But
It's
you
just
don't
another
like
get
you don't.
together.
Do you like football?
No.
See, I think Thanksgiving's always been carried for me by football and food because I just am like, well, starting at like 11 a.m. I can just start cracking beers and like eating
Yeah.
a bunch of food and watching
I used to
football.
have Thanksgiving at a gun club every year.
Yeah,
We would shoot rifles and watch football and play poker.
That
It's
sounds
carried
awesome.
for me.
Let's do that.
Yeah, you should come.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
It's carried for me because of
on.
my cousins. Because there's like 13 first cousins from around every coast show up, so that's super fun for us. That's
Yeah.
why I like it more than Christmas actually, due to the fact that I see cousins that I normally wouldn't see.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving, I feel like we would always play, as kids, we'd always play like football. Like we'd have games and stuff. And then the adults would play with us. And some of them were as bad as the kids. So it was like pretty fun.
My family gets together for like like all birthdays and everything. So it
Damn,
was just another
birthdays?
thing that we would get together
Okay.
for. And the Thanksgiving food, like you were talking about, the food is not
No,
ideal.
you gotta leave your what you think is good Thanksgiving food, dude. If we roll down on this, like fucking Brussels sprouts is 6,
Number
gravy
6?
is number 5. Which gravy is like
How do you-
whatever.
Gravy's a
That's
condiment.
like saying chicken broth.
Yeah.
Is like top 5. What
Like,
the fuck
hey,
is this?
dude, one of my favorite things to
Sugar.
have on Thanksgiving is ketchup. Like, I love it. Cranberry sauce, though, is the one that's infuriating. At number 3,
I would
That's
say
the worst one out of
that's
all
the
of them.
worst one. That sucks.
the only thing I'll give it, I don't like it, but I'll say it is the most Thanksgiving food besides turkey, in my opinion. Like when you think of something that you only have on Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
it's turkey and cranberry
It's
sauce.
also like cranberry sauce, like fresh, is way better than shit you get out of the can. Because like the shit you get out of the can is just like Jello, basically.
Yeah, you just put it in like a drink.
Yeah.
Macaroni
or
and
a
cheese.
straw. Macaroni and cheese is good, but a lot of people make shitty macaroni and cheese. I feel like, and mashed potatoes is my all-time favorite food, maybe.
Turkey's
Oh, it
not
is?
even on this
I
list.
love it.
Oh, it's best Thanksgiving sides. I was like, where the hell's turkey?
I love mashed potatoes. They're so good.
No,
so I agree with their number 1 and maybe even agree with their number 2, but I think the rest of this list is absolute dog shit. And what's the name of the author?
Yeah.
I think Thrillist is a horrible publication.
Oh, shit. It's probably someone that is like a block away. So maybe we don't do that.
I think it's Bader's cousin.
People return to offices, productivity plunges. I guess this doesn't really apply to either one of us because neither of us have the option to work from home, really. I thought it was interesting to see that it seems like just a bunch of people are kind of like this is the worst it's been since the 40s, I guess, productivity-wise, and it's all just because people are mad about going back into the office. I wanted to hear your extremely cool and fun take on
Well,
just what you think about this and...
We gave.
Uh-huh.
We took adults into what they maybe missed as a child, which was recess, which was 30 minutes to an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And we gave them days and days to do nothing and to eat and to surf the internet and to tell other supervisors and their bosses, got it, boss, working hard. So all those people in the office that were surfing the web anyway, or those who had web blockers were just on their phone, can triple their non-productivity at home and still get that one thing they have to get done, or make that one call. And nobody wants to go back to it.
Yeah.
You don't want to eat pizza every day for free. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh man, let's go to Whole Foods and weigh the fucking food
Yeah.
and pay for it.
Lift
and
it
be
up
healthy.
slightly.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't tell people it's okay to be 300 pounds and then, oh, you got to go on a diet now.
Yeah.
So people are having trouble readjusting, and they're like, fuck this. And then they're just like, well, like anything else in the system, we can all take advantage of something.
Yeah.
I'll take advantage of it. And then they're like, oh, well, no, I can't get childcare. I can't do this now. Like, you know.
I mean,
this is-
but for real, I just worked like mid-level office jobs, and they would try to get you to be there for 50 to 60 hours a week if you were willing to do it. And it's like, you know, to make like $50,000, it's like you're gonna have no life. Like, that's like ridiculous. That's insane. And I think people are finally like found like a separation between like going to the office all the time and feeling like they have to stay there. And then now you can like be with your family and like, you know, do your laundry. And then like you actually have time to get shit done, and work is less your life and more just like something you can like do to pay your bills. And then it doesn't consume you.
I think I'm not against it. It just depends what your personality type is.
Yeah.
So if you're a boss or a manager or whatever, you kind of have to know everyone's personality type. Like I know if I give Austin 5 things to do, he's going to say, I can get this done, but it's going to take me 3 weeks because I'm super backed up and I'm buying another camera and I'm getting more likes.
Yeah.
And I gotta
Also,
go
what's the
dog
last
walking
3
with
numbers on
Nick,
your credit card?
and I have to do this, and I don't have this graphic. So once I'm in the car after this 4th wedding that I've gone to in the last week, I don't know how 4 different families get married in 1 week.
It's the same family.
Same family.
They're just marrying each other.
Indian wedding. It was 6 days long. He's like, when I'm done with that, then I'll be able to look at this. And then he'll text you at 2 in the morning, thinking that you're going to be up at 2 in the morning. And he's like, hey, can you take a look at this? And then at 11 a.m., I'm like, where are you? Hello, what are you doing? Sorry, working on this other thing. I'm doing a sketch. I'm in the park. I have my finger up my butt. Eamon's dressed as the Blue Man Group guy, and we're trying to get more videos.
Pretty long for a pun.
Yeah, there wasn't much of a punchline. but I
That was
liked
a
it.
really long pun.
No, I, honestly, maybe it's just because like my job is in the like creative video field and all that stuff. But I wish that I had a place to go to do work.
Yeah, like a WeWork.
Yeah, because and maybe not one that I'm like required to be there, but working from home is hard sometimes because I don't feel motivated to do anything when I'm just in my bedroom.
Dude, I used to be, I'll just say it now because it doesn't matter, but when I used to work from home, I would like work at a call center, and I hated it so much, but I was like just like so upset, but I loved working from home because I could wake up like 1 minute before my shift, log on, and then what I would do is I would log on, and I would lay in my bed with my eyes closed, and I'd fall asleep, and I'd put the headset on, and then I would wait for the phone to ring, and that's how I'd wake up, and I'd be like, thanks for calling. I'd wake up, the instant I woke up, I was on a recorded phone call with a customer. So I would wake up to someone yelling at me, and I'd be like, thank you for calling.
We can role play that real quick.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I think it's the manager's fault. Mid-level managers are shitty. Everything that we need to do in our lives needs to have some kind of a fucking equilibrium.
Yeah.
And so it's like 3 days a week, I'll come to the office. 2 days, I won't come to the office.
Yeah.
And it's that manager's job, who's probably not doing anything because they have 7 people who are working for them, to say, hey, let me see your work. If you get the work done,
Who cares?
who cares? That's it.
Well, I mean, I think that's what this article sort of proves is that people were at least doing the same amount or more. I don't know. I thought you have a much better opinion than I thought you would.
I think the moral of the story is,
If you don't like something, bust into a Pelosi's house in the middle of the night with a hammer.
and fuck those titties. This has been the Baubak Podcast. Kyle Scanlon, all my producers, we let go of Austin Black. Fuck him. Love his mom. Love his family. Tell your parents you love them, and we love you. Subscribe, listen, like, watch us on YouTube.
Subscribe.
Look out for our Thanksgiving episode. It's going to be huge, just like Pelosi's boobs. We love you guys.
Woo! How'd you guys feel about that? Did you guys have even one bit of fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
My fun was crushed in 10 minutes. But I had fun with those 10 minutes.